So this handle we've been using on this pan for years. As you can tell, it's definitely seen its better days. This handle and this fitting, it burned off, so we replaced it with some other fittings, and you can surely tell it really does need a new handle. So I'm going to take this piece of maple and lathe down a new handle for this pan. I have this piece of maple chucked up in the mill, so what we're going to do is cut a hole right down through using this drill bit and then flip it over and try to do the same thing. And that's as far as we can go, so let's try to lower the drill bit. To change the bit, or lower it in our case, what we're going to do is take this tool that comes with the mill, put it in the spindle, and now it's locked, and loosen up that nut there, and then that will lower your collet, which loosens the grip on your drill bit. So we're going to see how deep we can go, and we'll lower it to about right there, and then come back up here and tighten this nut back on so it's grabbing onto our drill bit. Go ahead and put the cap back on. Alright, now let's continue drilling. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to mark this back side here, which we already did, and then we'll take the machinist square, which is a perfect corner. So we're going to slide it against the wood piece, and then take our clamp and clamp on that machinist square so it won't move. Now we can take this out, flip it around, and put the same face on this jaw, and it'll be in the same place so we can come down with the drill bit. Let's go ahead and take out the block of wood, and you can see our mark right there. So we want that to be right there. So slide it up against our square, make sure it's correct, and tighten it up, and now we'll go ahead and drill the hole. Now we're going to bridge the gaps, and we have a hand drill to do that. So through here. We were able to knock the bridge out just using this long 1/8" drill bit. That goes right through, as you can tell. So let's go fit it on the pan. I already have it all chucked up here in the lathe, so let's go ahead and spin down the handle. Alright, so here I have some dimensions that we're going to make the handle into. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning this down. We want to put a little bit of oil, just a little dab of oil on the tailstock. That'll keep it from burning and sweet. So I have a couple plunge cuts here. Right here on the end is one plunge cut, and that is the exact size of our end cap. So that will meet really flush, and then right here is going to be the thickest part of the handle, and then right here is the thinnest, and then it's going to get a little bit bigger here at the end. That's going to be 1 inch. So I take my calipers, measure out 1 inch, and right now I have it 1/16 over 1 inch, and that allows for sanding and stuff. So now let's go ahead and cut in and make that an inch. I'm going to use the gouge to form our curves going in the wood. And this is just great at chipping, and then we'll go in with sanding paper and stuff. So let's get started. I have this sanded down right now with just a pretty coarse sandpaper. I'm gonna move up in grits, take it off, and then clean up the ends and put it on the pan. All right, so I have it all sanded up. So now I can go ahead and take it off. Just like that. Pull it off like that. And let's do a quick test fit on our pan. That'll slide on like that, and we'll drill out that hole a little bit bigger so it fits on, and that'll look great. Now I have this handle all sanded up. I went ahead and put it on the pan, and you can see that looks really nice, and there's no more wobble in the handle, which was one of our problems. You could hold the handle and basically spin the pan. So now everything is nice and tight, no movement, and it looks much nicer.